This question is a question that is exclusively meant for you guys to think. To be honest, all the questions are, but this is something that I would want you guys to read it yourself, understand it, and come to a conclusion. It's a pretty good question actually. This will help you guys recall the first chapter as well. Okay, find out how many supercells are possible for different numbers of cells. Do you notice any pattern? What is the method to fill a given table to get the maximum number of supercells? Explore and share your strategy. So herein I've given you guys the clue that we'll start off with 2, then move on to 3 cells, 4 cells, so on and so forth. I had space for only this, but it's left to you guys to extend this. Okay. So let me start off by making the left cell the supercell. So 160 and this is 140. And thus making 160 the supercell. Next, I'll continue the similar set of numbers. I'm going to make the right cell as a supercell, right? So I'll just continue with the same pattern again, 160, 140, 150, and this can be 130. So we have 160, 150. So can I make the last as a supercell and this as the normal cell, that is non-supercell? It will result in the same number. So I need not touch it. So again, what I spoke of now is I'm trying to see if flipping this, flipping the position around, will it change the number of supercells? It does not. I'm able to do it mentally. So if I make this as 160, 150, this 2 will be the supercell and the number of supercell will not change. Again, we're trying to figure out some patterns, so I'm sticking to the same set of numbers. 160, 140, 150, 130. I want 130 to be the supercell, or sorry, last one to be the supercell, so I can go with 160 or 170. Actually, you can repeat the numbers, not an issue. So 1, 2, and 3. Then again, the next one, 160, 140, 150, 130, 170, and 170 has to be the supercell for me. So I'll go with 166. So 1 supercell, second, third. Even if I shift around, if I shift 170 to that side, will I get more supercells? Let's see, 170 over here. So this can't be the supercell. I want the ends to be supercell, and in between I'll get 1. Whatever I do, I end up with this. Again, I'm trying to look at different possibilities. So if I make this as 160 itself, and this is 170, this is 166. If I want to make this as supercell, say 180, this has to be lesser. So this is, let it be 150 itself. And since this is a supercell, it has to be lesser than, okay, this, okay. Whatever I do, this has to be less than 160. Can I make this as a supercell? No. Yeah, I can't. I mean, 180 has to be the supercell over here. So even if I play around, I can just play around with 150 and 180. So only these 2 positions. I can't play around with this 2 I can't play around. So whatever I do, I end up with 3 supercells over here. So again, I'm learning with you guys. I'm checking out, even this is new for me. This is also a puzzle for me, honestly. So that's how you think. I'm showing you guys how to think. Okay. Don't look at the answers. I'm showing you guys how I think. I just went with random numbers. Easy set of numbers, random numbers. And when it got a bit complicated, I'm trying to see, am I going wrong? Is there any other possibility? My answer is no. So I think I got the rule. What is the rule? 140, 150, 130, 170, 166, 168, 167, then 199. Let's see how many supercells are there. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Okay, so do we see any pattern? Let's look at the number of supercells. Here the number of supercell is 1, 2 supercells, 2 supercells again, 3 supercells, 3 supercells again, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supercells. But if not, can you see that 1, then 2 and 2, 3 and 3, so on and so forth. So here there are 9 cells, so we end up with 5. When there are odd number of cells, we are ending up with, can you look at the pattern? When it's even, we end up with half the number. Is that correct? Half the number of supercells is the maximum possible. Maximum. This is the, by the way. I'm going to write SC because I don't have much space. Supercells. Is that correct? When it's even, so we have 2 divided by 1 is, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then we have here 6 divided by 2 is 3. Right. That's correct. When it's odd, what it is? So we have 1, 2, 3, but we ended up with 2. So basically, half of the number of the odd number plus 1 of half the number of the odd number plus 1 is the number of supercell is what we end with. Okay, does it make sense? Now they're asking us what is a strategy. So what is the method to fill the table to get the maximum number of supercells? Every alternating cell, is that what we are doing? Alternating cell, make it a supercell. Explore and share your strategy. Right? So that is basically what I did. Again, you guys can have a different one. You guys can talk about, just make the end ones supercell and then, play around with the middle one. It can be anything. Okay, so this is not the only possibility. But yeah, as of now, I feel that this is the maximum possible scenario. I think so. This is the maximum. So strategy can be anything, right? Okay.